Hey YouTube, what's up? Hey, I got a question for you. Have you ever wondered what it takes to get to the film industry?
We wondered. So we looked and asked all around. We looked near and far. We didn't get a lot of replies, but we were surprised by those that did respond, and the consensus of what they had to say.
There's no one right way to get out there. You just got to get in and you start working your way. The old adage of it's not what you know, it's who you know, it is a real thing in this business.
It's better to meet people face to face, at social events that film commissions hold or social events that motion picture associations in different states hold, where you're actually giving someone an opportunity to put your name and your face together.
The majority of them said something along those lines, so it got us wondering how they were able to do it.
I had friends when I was starting reading, because you needed time management for that too, because you needed to do enough, and I was trying to write also. And I had people who tried writing and they couldn't do it because they needed a structure of an office. So you have to, create your own structure that works for you. The challenge is that initially you usually have to do something else to make money, which is why I was a reader.
My more direct route is after working at the fabric store for a while, I actually got a job temping through a temp agency that actually served the production industry. So even though I was doing clerical work and answering telephones and filing things, I was still working in production offices, and that's really where I got more of a foothold. I ended up on a longer assignment at New Line Cinema, and that's when I actually got to know some of the producers there. Through that, I eventually got connected to a costume designer who was working on the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
My very first job was at DreamWorks Animation, and I got that job because a friend of mine recommended me to work there.
In addition to that, we wanted to see if they had any tips they had to share.
I had to do the same thing that I give the advice to everybody. You get in at entry level, you start out as a production assistant, and you work your way up.
Employers in the industry, if it's a traditional job in an office, like at a studio as an assistant or in the mailroom, that's how a lot of people start, or if you're in financial affairs, whatever, or executives, you would need a degree 9 times out of 10, unless you worked your way up somehow and like as a temp and they loved you or something like that.
For an applicant to really demonstrate skills that they have to join a crew that of a production that I'm working on, certainly having a resume that shows a certain amount of work experience is probably one of the most helpful things if it's a cold call coming in.
That got us looking to those that had that kind of experience.
I think networking is very important. I've done a lot of very fun, very exciting things entirely because I made a friend who was doing something similar to me. Over time, bit by bit, through pressures from the job of like, oh, we shot a commercial that's live action. Now I need to learn how to cut something that's like shot reverse shot, actually more of like a traditional scene that an editor would edit. And then doing that over time, doing more intense graphics work, and then just pushing myself on top of that of, oh, I have an idea for a joke, I need to learn how to make this happen. It's like when you're given a school assignment and it's like, okay, make a creative project, and you're like, I have no ideas.
So how does this compare to professionals from the film industry?
Work on small productions, try to get on big productions, work on your buddy's little dumb video that he makes in his garage. Get a camera, get out there and shoot things, because you get the experience, you learn how to do it, you learn how to do things right, you learn how to do things wrong. Just get out there and shoot it.
You've got to be constantly producing material. You don't want to be the person who spends 10 years on one screenplay.
I can just kind of make stuff, drop it down, hope people like it, and then just work on the next thing.
They all seem to have the same idea.
You have to have some perseverance, and you have to not take it personally if you get a lot of no's. If you're okay with getting 60 or 70 no's for every one yes you're gonna get, you're gonna do just fine in the film industry.
So if you're looking to get into this industry, be prepared to put in a lot of effort and have perseverance. That being said, the payoff will be great.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.